Hey everybody, this is Dane Ramsden with In-Network Real Estate Group.
And Robert Sagi, Director of Training within Network Real Estate Group. Welcome. Thank you for joining us today. Discussion we are having today, Dane, is around FHA Certified Condos and what else we got going
on? This could affect your VA, but we're talking about how, a lot of people believe that they don't have any way to find out this information. It's almost mystical in our industry and a guessing game. Can my buyers buy this condo FHA? Can my sellers offer FHA financing on selling? There's actually a website that we're going to show you today and include in the link below. You'll be able to click that link, go right into this website. I'm going to walk you through the ins and outs on how to use the website, how to find what you need, and how to read what you find.
Awesome. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and share the screen where they're going to go. So if you want to maybe verbalize the website, if it's easy enough, and I'll while I'm doing that, I'll get the screen shared.
Yeah, go ahead. So very long URL. It is a HUD.gov. You could go into HUD.gov and you can find your way into this. However, again, if you're seeing the URL across the top of the screen there, cumbersome to type in. We're going to go ahead and paste it below so that you have that link at any time. You can search this video, click that link, and get yourself right to this page.
Perfect. All right, so starting off, as you can see at the top, we're at HUD.gov, referencing condominiums. So what do we have to do here? Like, when do I need to apply this?
So great question, Robert. Every situation has two lenses. We talk about this all the time. I'm representing the buyer or a seller. So my buyer. We often find ourselves almost rolling our eyes when we get that pre-approved FHA buyer who wants a condo.
Yeah.
And it's a little bit of a fear of, I'm not going to be able to deliver what they want or need. And we don't have to have that fear. There's plenty of condos out there that are pre-approved to accept FHA VA financing. This is a tool that you would use maybe in your buyer's consultation when you're sitting down and they're talking about a condo. It goes both ways, I suppose. I've had conversations with buyers where I'm showing them how limited their options are in the area they want to live for an FHA condo. And sometimes that coaching helps them realize that a condo isn't what they want and that they should find a home based on their locality needs. And in other situations, I've had lenders unintentionally send them to me already a little upset. Hey, we're pre-approved, we're FHA, and we really wanted a condo. And they're almost already defeated before the search began.
Yeah, I understand.
And in that case, this can be uplifting because we're going to show you how to pull up based on the county or area, city that they are looking in, how many condos there are already available. You can set indicators for those communities and you can watch and be ready to jump on a condo that is FHA certified the minute it becomes available. So the other lens is the sell side. In today's market and in any market, we want to make sure we let no opportunity go by for our sellers. We want to get them the very most money, the most money we can. And with that is financing options. We're limited when it's cash only. We're limited when it's cash conventional. So if we can open up the property to more buyers, FHA, VA, we want to do that. What we don't want to do is assume that the condo can be sold FHA or VA. I've made this mistake. And as the listing agent, I've encouraged my sellers to accept an offer. We've gone under contract, and 2 weeks into the deal, when they're getting ready to order an appraisal, they realize that this condo isn't warrantable through FHA. And now I've caused a time delay on market for my sellers and a headache and a relationship gone with the co-broke agent. So this is where I would start. If you're listing the property, you want to check this website. If you're making an offer, you want to check this website.
Yeah,
right?
Use this as a direct resource. It's a very, very useful tool. So how do we use this? So I see that there's some drop-down items here. As I'm navigating through, if this is my first time, I may get lost in the commotion and confusion here and not know exactly what to do. So let's kind of walk them through step by step on how we go about finding exactly what we're looking for.
Absolutely. Like all our real estate technology, less is more. You don't have to fill in all these indices, okay? We have a list you can sort by. So the very first one, Robert, is a filter. That's where I would say start. What information do you have? in this scenario, do we want to search by community name, condo name, county, okay? In this case today, we're going to be searching by county. We're going to pull up all of the certified condos in Macomb County, okay? So the next one is state. This is a good filter, okay? This is a must. I haven't gotten results without doing that. So Robert, if you could check Michigan for me. The rest of this information, again, the more you put in, not only the more mistakes or the more incorrect information could you have, the less results you'll get. So it's going to be a longer list, but I would encourage, unless they're very specific to the city, and you'll notice playing with this tool, some cities are in there multiple ways. There's Sterling Heights spelt out. Your best practice is to choose the county and then narrow it down by there. So today we're going to search the state of Michigan and we're going to search Macomb County.
Okay, so we typed in Macomb, we got the county, the state of Michigan, Macomb County. Then we're going to go ahead and just hit the send button here.
Absolutely.
Beautiful. And here's our results.
Yeah, here's our results. So now I'm going to kind of take you through and share with you what you're seeing. All right, and we have a couple of examples right across the top here. So very high level view. I'm going to just line by line share what this information means to you, your buyer or your seller, and perhaps the lender, okay? So our very top result here is found in Chesterfield, 23 East Townhouses. Okay, so we're gonna look at the very top result here, 23 East Townhouses in Chesterfield. So across from left to right, we have the condo name, the address, the county, the approval method, the composition of the project. This is some notes. This kind of lets you know where they last left off. Now, the document status, not very important. Manufactured housing, yes, we need to know. You're going to want to know, your seller, your buyer, the lenders want to know if this is a manufactured property or not. But the FHA concentration, that lets you know how many units in there are FHA today, okay? And then the most important piece, as you can imagine, is the status column. That's where my eyes go to directly. Is this place expired, withdrawn, approved? Well, in this particular case, this property was approved, okay? The status date in the very next column is 1995. The last time this property was approved FHA was 1995. This expired back in 2011. Now, I know, Robert, if I go back to my composition project column, I can see in the notes that this particular property, they built out another phase. They started building again. And what happens is you can't purchase, they won't warrant FHA when you have a project that's not completed. Okay. It's got to be 80% or more completed. So new construction, not typically FHA, depending on how many they've built out in the community. That's what we saw happen here in this Chesterfield property.
Got it.
So I'm going to scroll down. The very next one, the Aberdeen at Hartford. So this is a property here in Macomb Township. You'll notice the status is withdrawn, okay? Back in 2012, they withdrew. Somebody tried to purchase this condo, FHA, and through their research, they actually found out that there was insufficient reserve funds, okay? Condos take an association, they take a portion of that association and they escrow it every month so that the condo has some reserve funds and assets to fall back on when they need improvements. This particular community lacked in that department at the time, which caused them to no longer be available to accept FHA VA. Okay.
Okay. So what, is there any specific reason why that takes place? Is that responsibility of the association to maintain those funds properly? And if they don't, like, this is what happens?
Yeah, that's one of the things that can happen. Another thing that happens is assessments. You know, you have to be cautious. And in another video and training, we talked about the condominium addendum. And that's why it's so important that we protect our buyers and get those reserve funds transferred to them. Because if there's a new roof assessment coming, and 6 months into your buyer owning this property, they're hit with a $1,800 assessment fee that you didn't know anything about, they didn't know anything about, but who are they going to be upset with? Their agent.
Right. Okay.
So we got to do a little bit of homework. And again, the lender is going to be doing a lot of this. This is behind the scenes. This is just something to take a little bit more control and guide your clients, buyer, seller, in the correct direction from the beginning. But a lot of this work is going to be done behind the scenes from the lender. They're going to be checking this status. This is the site they use to get their paperwork going, whether they're doing a spot approval or knowing that, okay, HUD has already approved this property for FHA VA financing.
Got it.
Okay. So I'd like to go to an example where there is one approved. We're going to scroll all the way down to Andover Heights in Sterling Heights. That's right here by our office, just at 18 and Mound there. This property, if you look over to the status, it's approved, okay? So it was approved, the last status was approved in 10/25, that's October 25th of 13. But this is good through January of next year. It lets me know that they're approved. They don't even have to re-qualify until after October of 2021. So this is a property or a community that I should encourage my buyers to look at. Maybe I want to set an indicator in my MLS. I want to, watch that community. I want to take them there and see if they like the location in the area, and that the style of the building suits their needs. Okay, and if so, this is a good community for them.
Nice.
Okay, so we've looked at one that was rejected, withdrawn, expired, and now approved. Those are the typical statuses. And again, less is more. If you find yourself not getting the results you want, you probably put too many things in the search criteria. I encourage you to go back, do it county by county, and just scroll through the results, look for the specific cities or geographies that your buyer's working with. And if it's a seller, it's very easy. You can put in the condo association's name, you can put in the physical address, and you can find this information out specific to the condo that you're getting ready to list.
So you can get a little bit more detail.
Absolutely.
Great.
Okay.
Dane, thank you so much for the information. Extremely useful. You're a wealth of knowledge as always. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have questions, if you find yourself in a situation where you're in the position to help a buyer look at FHA warrantable condos, this is the place to go. Follow the link below and you'll get taken care of. Better yet, you're going to be able to take care of your client and help service them the way that they should be serviced. So,
absolutely. Thanks, everybody.
thank you again. We appreciate your time as always.